Welcome to Zyla English.
Everyday English conversations for speaking practice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zyla English. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. It's really nice to have you here with us today.
How are you doing today, David?
I'm doing well, Emma. I'm happy to be here, and I hope everyone listening is having a good day too.
Yes, wherever you are listening from, thank you for spending a little time learning English with us.
Before we begin, if you enjoy learning with Zyla English, please subscribe to our channel.
And if this episode helps you, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
Your support really helps our channel grow, and we truly appreciate it.
All right, David, I think we have a useful and very real situation today.
We do. It is something small, but it can feel a little uncomfortable when it happens.
That sounds familiar already.
Yes, and it is also a great chance to learn some natural English phrases.
Perfect. Let's get started.
Today, we're talking about a common real-life situation, meeting someone again but forgetting their name.
Ah, yes. That can feel uncomfortable, especially after a meeting, a conference, or a work event.
Exactly. In today's dialogue, Nick meets Anna again after a conference.
They had a good conversation before, but Nick has one small problem. Her name has slipped his mind.
Let's listen to the dialogue and try to catch the main idea.
Don't worry if you miss some words. Just relax and listen for what is happening.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure. You still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too.
Well, that was a little awkward for Nick.
Yes, but Anna was very kind. She did not make him feel bad.
Right, and the dialogue gives us many useful phrases for everyday English and work English.
Let's start with 3 important phrases from the conversation.
The first phrase is, in a bit of a hurry.
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 If you are in a bit of a hurry, you do not have much time. You need to move quickly or finish something soon.
You can understand it as being a little rushed or not having much time.
In the dialogue, Nick says he is in a bit of a hurry, so he cannot stay and talk for long.
You might hear it in a sentence like this. I can't talk right now. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Or you could say, can you drive faster? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
At work, you might say, I'm in a bit of a hurry, so I'll check these files later.
Nice. The words a bit make the sentence softer and more polite.
The next phrase is contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details.
Contact details are the information someone needs to contact you.
For example, your phone number, email address, company name, or business card information.
In the dialogue, Anna asks, you still have my contact details, right?
You can also say, here is my card with all my contact details.
Or, I don't have your contact details. Can you send them to me?
Good. This phrase is very useful in business situations.
Now let's look at slipped my mind.
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 If something slipped your mind, you forgot it by accident.
Yes, it sounds softer and more polite than just saying, I forgot.
Nick says, your name has just slipped my mind. He means he cannot remember Anna's name at that moment.
You could say, I'm sorry I didn't reply to your email. It just slipped my mind.
Or, oh no, your birthday completely slipped my mind.
Another simple one is, my dentist appointment slipped my mind.
That's right. This phrase is helpful when you want to apologize gently.
Great. Now let's hear the dialogue again and listen for these 3 phrases.
Try to notice, in a bit of a hurry, contact details and slipped my mind as you listen.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner.
It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure. You still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure. My name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too.
Nice. The conversation should feel clearer now.
Yes. Now let's continue with a few more natural phrases from the same dialogue.
The next phrase is around here.
Around here.
Around here?
Around here.
Around here.
Around here means near this place or close to where we are now.
In the dialogue, Anna asks if Nick lives around here. She means, does he live near this area?
You can ask, is there a bank around here?
Or, do you know a good coffee shop around here?
And in daily life, you could say, I think I left my keys somewhere around here.
Great! Now we have a related phrase, around the corner.
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 Around the corner means very near, often on the next street or just a short walk away.
Emma says his office is right around the corner, so his office is very close to where they are standing.
You might say, there is a great restaurant right around the corner.
Or you can find a parking space around the corner.
Another natural sentence is, the pharmacy is right around the corner from my apartment.
Exactly. It is short, simple, and very common.
Another related phrase is around there.
Around there.
Around there.
Around there.
Around there.
Around there means near that place, not near us right now.
For example, Los Angeles is a great city. I used to live around there.
That means you lived near Los Angeles, maybe not exactly inside the city.
You could also say, my office is not in the city center, but it is around there.
Or, I don't know the exact address, but the cafe is around there.
Good. Around here, around there, and around the corner are small phrases, but they sound very natural.
Now let's look at one more phrase from the dialogue. Terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with.
Terrible with.
If you are terrible with something, you are bad at it, or it is difficult for you.
In the dialogue, Anna says she is terrible with names. That means she often forgets people's names.
You could say, I'm terrible with directions. I'm always getting lost.
Or, I'm terrible with numbers. I can't even remember my own phone number.
And a very common daily sentence is, I'm terrible with technology.
Yes, we often use terrible with plus a noun like names, numbers, directions, or technology.
Now, let's talk about a friendly greeting from the beginning of the dialogue.
The phrase is, how's it going?
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 How's it going means, how are you? But it sounds more casual and natural.
You can use it when you meet a friend, a coworker, or someone you know quite well.
For example, hey, how's it going?
Or, hi Nick, how's it going?
If someone asks you this, you can answer, pretty good, thanks. How about you?
Exactly. Simple, friendly, and very common in real English.
You know, forgetting someone's name can happen to anyone.
Right. If it happens, you can be honest and polite. You might say, I'm sorry, your name has just slipped my mind.
In a business setting, you can also ask for someone's card or contact details. That can help you remember later.
That's a good trick, and it keeps the conversation comfortable.
Before we finish, let's quickly review the phrases from today.
In a bit of a hurry means you do not have much time.
Contact details means information like your phone number and email address.
Slipped my mind means I forgot something by accident.
Around here means near this place.
Around the corner means very close, often on the next street.
Around there means near that place.
Terrible with means bad at something, like names, numbers, or directions.
How's it going means how are you in a casual way.
Well, that's all for today's lesson.
Practice these phrases out loud, slowly and clearly. They will help you sound more natural in English.
Thanks so much for learning with us here at Zyla English.
If this lesson helped you, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with a friend.
Keep practicing, and don't worry if you forget a word sometimes. It happens to everyone.
We'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everyone.